Good morning, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you watch this video. And this video is going to be a strong topic because of something that I seen yesterday, and it disturbed me because being a woman and being a mother and being a wife, when you have certain conversations with your children, and you have certain conversations with your family and friends and with your spouse, and they give you advice, you can take it or leave it, but you still asked for their opinion and they gave it to you. So that's what happened to me. I showed them something, and the people that I called on the phone, I told them to watch a certain video, and I need their honest opinion. I need their honest opinion to men and women the ones who I called on the phone and the ones who watched said video. And I had to put into context of what they was watching from what the person said out of their mouth. I didn't make up any lies. First I had to break down what I was saying to them, and then I told them to watch the video. Does that give off a certain type of whoopty whoop whoop and whoopty whoop whoop? And they all say the same thing. I had like two people said, well, certain person did what they had to do to get, no. Even though you gave me your opinion, because I asked for it, but is that what you would do? So you will go to a person that R-word you, or someone that unalived a loved one of yours, just for you to get the information? So say someone unalived you, not unalived you, but unalived your mother, a father, a child. You would go and sit down with them so you can get a piece of information? A person unalived your mother, a person unalived your father, a person unalived your children, uncle, auntie, whatever. You would sit down with them just to get a piece of information? Wow. I understand forgiveness, but this ain't what is displayed today. This is my thumbnail. And let's get into what we're getting into. Be careful who you feel sorry for. Some people make victimhood their profession. In the words of great late Malcolm X, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. Absolutely. So as I said, this video is going to be triggering for some. So warning, YouTube, warning. Please be advised that this video is not to be viewed by minors under the age of 18. If you are not of legal age, please close this video immediately. Close this video immediately. Because again, if you are under the age of 18, I strongly advise you to exit stage left. Content warning. Content warning. The following video contains materials that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audience. Content warning. The following video contains materials that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audience. And a content user had posted to their community post, and I said, I got to repost this. And this was the right time to use this in my video. Shout out to Melissa. So, I think I said it in this video, or I said it in the last video. I'm going to start calling out people in chats. In certain chats, it is what it is. That's why I said that my other YouTube channel, House of Queens TV 2, I'm going to change that to be a reaction video, a media video. I mean, a media channel. I'm not sure where I want to take it, but I'm definitely going to start making content on that channel, because this is House of Queens TV, and this content is everywhere. It's various into what I want it to be. So I want to target just making reaction videos, doing tea videos in all sectors. So it's going to be everything. So when people say, why do you make videos on me? Why do you make videos on me? Why do you make videos on me? Me. So I can say, hey, I am a reaction channel. So when you ask a goofy ass question, I'm going to say my channel is a reaction channel, and it also drops the tea. Hey, girl. Ah, shit. So people always want to say they 100 on this app. They just want to say they solid on this app. But like I said, the video that I seen yesterday, it took me back, because I done seen them in that channel. I seen them in that channel. And I'm talking about the subscribers. Because if we don't have subscribers, we don't have a channel. I see subscribers saying this in one chat, and then I see them in saying that chat. And y'all can block me. I don't give a fuck. Because you don't know the other channels that are watching. So I'm just speaking them now, because those videos are coming fucking soon. And shout out to Ben Israel, because a rumor that was spread on him, and I went to a person and asked for their opinion, because I wasn't sure on what I was hearing. But I want to take accountability right now and say I fact checked what was said, and it's turned out not to be true. So if things was to be said about House Queens TV said this, House Queens said that, I did say it. I said things because I wanted people's opinion on it. But it came out not to be true. But I didn't publicly spread any rumors. I asked opinions from people that I trust and people that I can rely on. And every person that I asked their opinion, they all came and said they don't believe it. So we as a collective came to that conclusion. But I want to publicly say, always remember, rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots. Because I don't have your number. I can't reach out to you. But I can publicly say those rumors for Ben are absolutely not true. Shout out to Ben Israel, regardless of how y'all feel about this nigga. So the video is going to be displaying some triggering words. So explicit language warning. Explicit language warning. So again, this video is going to be heavy. And if you don't understand or comprehend on the message that I got, well, the message that is coming from this video, then understand why you are you. And people that be having their clicks and their coats on these apps will not understand because it's coming from me. Because they already had their mind set up on a person that they love and they like and they follow. So I get it. So again, this video that about to be shown, if you cannot watch it, I advise you to go and view another video. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys want to do so. Like the video so it can be pushed out in the algorithm. I do want this video to be pushed out in the algorithm. I do want this video to be pushed out in the algorithm. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and welcome to the palace. Welcome over here to House of Queens TV. Louisiana Red 318, baby. And let's get in the comments and get a conversation popping. I would greatly want to know your opinion about this video. So this is the last time. Content warning. The following video contains materials that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audience. Warning. Please be advised that this video is not to be viewed by minors under the age of 18. If you are not the legal age, please close this video immediately. YouTube warning. YouTube noted. Again, this video is for 18 and up. It's not viewed by minors. So stop restricting my videos. Okay, we're going to do a quick reaction to Beauty in Black. It's a Netflix series, and I believe this is the second season, so I encourage y'all not to walk, but run and go over there and view Beauty in Black. And the message that I come to you guys today to give is people go through a lot in their life, especially as a child. When you are defenseless, you cannot protect yourself. And some mothers may be or maybe not aware of said situations. And see, if you come from an abusive household, see, this is not my testimony when I say this part right here. When the mother is getting physically abused and her child is being sexually assaulted by the father, the mother may stand up to the father and then he's knocking her across her head. Yeah. He's knocking her across her head. Instead of her calling the authorities, she tried to take on that on her own. So that's when the child have resentment towards the mother and the father. The child want to say, hey, how come you didn't do nothing? How come you didn't protect me? But those are not everyone's testimony. It is not mine. And I told y'all that before of what happened. And I'm not going to get into that. But see, what's the message is right here. When you go through a lot of stuff in your household, when you're young, and then when you grow up to an adulthood and start having your own children, you don't keep what you've been through as a child and use that as a crutch to make other people's life fucked up and other people's life miserable. Because you want to say, hey, I've been through a lot as a child. I've been through this. I've been through that. People choose to stay as a victim because it feels good to them. They have now went and healed themselves. They want to use their trauma when it's the right time to use their trauma. Talk about it, House of Queens TV. So in this TV series, it shows how these two girls came from a toxic household where they was getting abused. Their mother was getting abused. They got sexual assaulted. Then they turned to drugs. They turned into the street life. And then someone came into their life and turned it upside down. But that's not everybody. Everybody don't meet that knight in shining armor. Not everybody. And I also said, hey, I have witnessed and I have been through so much in my life that people that do not know God and people that did not heal, they will unalive themselves because they couldn't handle what the cards that was chosen for them, the life that God chose for them. God, you don't understand why he allowed a lot of things to happen. And it could be just, so much. You will say, why me, why me, why me? Even though it is really bad. Yeah. You say, hey, why did he allow that to happen to me? Yeah. Why did he allow my innocence to be taken from me? Because maybe, even though it was fucked up, yeah, but it was a lesson in that. You were like, how was that a lesson for a child innocence to be taken? You absolutely. Why would he allow that to happen? But don't ever question God. Why is what fucking message is it in for he allowed that to happen? Never question God. Because things happen at your childhood. When you get older, you choose how you want your life to go. It will strengthen you. You choose how you want your life to be. It will strengthen you. You don't come onto an app and say, this happened to me, this happened to me. And then when it's the right time, you want to use that trauma. Victimhood mentality. Because again, we do not know every person on this app that we communicate with. We sure don't. But we do know certain behaviors that is displayed on this app. We sure do. So let me give y'all some different type of content. Because again, I do produce different type of content. Shout out to the app watchers. So again, and then you let this person on your platform. No. What will your audience think of that? What would they think? They can't trust you now. No. That's what, if I was your supporter, that's what I would say. You said that this guy traumatized you. You said that he did this and he did that to you. And then we see him on your platform. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. The same night. The same night, ladies and gentlemen. How can we trust you? How can we trust anything that you say when you told us, you told us that he traumatized you? You told us. It sounds like a lie to me. It sounds like a lie to me. And even listening closely, you even laughed a little bit when you was explaining this to one of your supporters. I brought such and such on my platform and this would happen, this would happen, this would happen. And then you laughed. It could be a nervous laugh, but how nervous could you be when you brought someone on your platform that traumatized you? See him on the same platform that you said that you was victimized. And he traumatized you. John. How could you be trustworthy? Trustworthy? We cannot believe nothing that comes out of your mouth because you're not trustworthy. And you showed it time and time and time and time again. But you call me a lie. You always want to point fingers at everyone else. Keep pointing fingers. Finger pointer. After that was displayed. What? The people that support you. Come on now. I'm going to start calling they ass out. I'm going to start calling they ass out. One else in other people's channels in their chat. When this girl out of her own mouth sit there and said that she invited this guy to her platform and she said that he traumatized her. Come on now. That's like a word to me. He put a weapon on her. What? What? And y'all didn't say nothing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Because I'm going to call out the motherfucking chat. They was on mute. I even went back to the chat. See, and then I'm gonna go a little further because see, now that I said something, I be making certain people move. I make a motherfucker move. I say certain things, they hear it, then their actions will do something else. Well, it depends on what I said. It depends on what I said. So now that I said what I said, maybe the chat might move a little bit different, but it's too late now. You can't move different when it happened right then and there. Maybe y'all was surprised, but couldn't be too surprised because as the content went on, got to my part, she brought up his name again. The way she say his name, it's like it just rolled off her tongue. It happened right there in 4K. Then she talked about it. I didn't see one person hold her accountable for the things that she has said. And some of the people was still there when she cried because they put up the prayer hands emojis. They put up the hug emojis. They put up the crying face emojis because they sympathized with her at that moment. They felt sorry for her at that moment because she was displaying trauma. She was sad. She even cried. But it did not give us that when she brought the same person on her platform. She dropped him down or he dropped down. It doesn't matter. He was still on her platform. Excuse me how this video looks, you guys. When I first did it, it put on a lot of different stuff in here. So, it's gonna be a little blurry a little bit. But this movie comes from the Netflix series called Beauty in Black. I absolutely love this TV series. It gives you a message in it a little bit, and it display a lot of true events that people go through in real life. Yeah, it displayed a lot of different events that people to this day struggle in real life. It really it touched me. Let's put it like that. So if it's blurry, I apologize. Go over to TikTok and find it.
I know that you were a straight A student in school. You loved to read. You were on the debate team in the 6th grade. You had hopes of going to college. In your elementary school book, your teachers even sung your...
And see, when she said that, I'm not going to college, but I wanted to join the National Guards. In my small town, straight out of high school, I wanted to join the National Guard. And that was taken away from me, from my recruiter. My recruiter came and our last period of class came in and it was about maybe 10 or 12 people that signed up. And everybody that he called up there, they was in the hallway. One particular student, I'm not going to name her name, her father had custody of them because the mother had passed away. So instead of the recruiter calling the household, the recruiter had me to call to ask for the person because the person came to the group and said, "You have to ask my father, could I go?" Because it wasn't in our town. It was in another town for us to go take our tests. So I called, the dad asked these questions and stuff like that. And then I'm asking the recruiter to talk to the dad. He did not want to. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Why am I a student? I got to call this person's parent because the girl was there. She called her dad, and her dad got on the phone, and dad wanted to speak to the recruiter. And the recruiter was like, it told me to speak. And I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, so the dad pulled up to the school while we were still there and almost got into a physical altercation with the damn recruiter. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But anyways, so by that being done to me, the guy took my innocence. Well, not my innocence because I was taken advantage of as a child, but took that away from me. I didn't group the whole Navy, the Army, the National Guards, the Air Force. I didn't group them into the whole collective. I just like, I mean, I was trying to go to be all I can be. And then I was like, hey, it could pay for college. Then I started hearing things that goes on. Then I wanted to join Job Corps. Talking to the administrator. It was over there in New Orleans. I think it was New Orleans or Baton Rouge. Anyways, so he didn't have no empty rooms available for at the time I had called, right? So he told me that he could make some room in his office. He has an office that has a separate office to it. He can make that into a bedroom. I could be his personal assistant and also do my duties there, like working there, whatever courses I take. He said I could be, he has an office that has like a double office, I'm assuming. I could be his personal assistant and he can make that into a room for me. I'm like, man, I pass. So I started thinking like a lot of things was happening to me and I couldn't fathom why is this happening when we talk about certain things. And I talked about this to some of my past partners. I said, is there an invisible word plastered on my forehead that I cannot see that says, take advantage of me? Because I wasn't dressing sexy. I wasn't even wearing, I started wearing makeup at a older age in my life. And I really wasn't doing that. All I was doing was putting on a little eyeliner and lip gloss. I wasn't putting on all that other shit that I do now. I wasn't showing my chest. I wasn't wearing no coochie shorts. I wasn't dressing like some of the other girls. But I was saying, what is it about me? What is it about me? Why is this happening? I don't be around a lot of people. I stay in the house majority of the time. At the time this should happen. So what is it about me? I ask my partners that when we talk about something, I say, is there something that's tattooed on my fucking forehead that I cannot see and it says, take advantage of fucking me? I spent a lot of my days crying. I couldn't think. I couldn't focus. Because I didn't understand what is it about fucking me. Then I had to get out of that depression and take control of my life. Because if I sit here and let that take over me, then I knew it was going to be bad. I knew it was going to be bad. That's how people get into drugs. Yes, I drowned mine in a bottle of alcohol. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Yes, I drowned that in a bottle of alcohol, day in, day night. Drinking till I wake up, until I go to fucking sleep. See, I'm not ashamed to tell my truth.
Come on now.
But I don't use what I have gone through to make other people's lives fucked up.
Never ever.
I had to change my mindset.
Absolutely.
But let's move on.
Absolutely.
This because of your smarts. One in particular thought you were a genius because of how well you did in math. Mrs. Gathers, I believe. Until your mother let your father start to rape you. That's when your grades started to spiral. And you went off on the deep end. And that's when you met Rain. Somewhere in between then. And you got arrested for trafficking drugs. And Rain, who wasn't a straight A student, got caught up with Angel when they were both young. You've had 2 abortions, one miscarriage. Your mother had you in prison. You stayed at the foster home with Rain, where several of your foster brothers raped you. You thought being out on the streets would be better.
So what, bitch, you read our file, now you think you know us?
I'm a foster kid myself. I never knew my mother or my father. I didn't have any relatives. I was treated like shit and picked on. The only difference between me and you is that I found Horace. Well, Horace found me at a model search. And he took me under his wing. He's like a father to me. So I do know you because I am you.
So, when I first watched some of the episodes of Beauty in Black, when I tell you, baby, I cried. And I'm trying to hold back tears now while I finish the rest of my commentary. Because again, there was not no shining armor to save me. Take me away from all of this hurt. Take me away from all this trauma. Come on now. Why what is it about? Why are you doing this to me? Guy, we got there early. Took me to his mama house. Talking about the recruiter. The recruiter took me to his mama house. Told the mama that I was his girlfriend. No, ma'am. I'm here because I'm too early to go take the test. Because when we got there, they was already in process of taking the test already. And the other test would not begin for another few hours. You know, I got out of school, it was around, 2, almost 3 o'clock. You know, I didn't get home until 11 something that night. Got out of school around 2 or 3. Drove about 45 minutes from... And see, I pre-recorded this, so I am pausing it. So, y'all know what? A secret I'm going to tell y'all. I never told anyone about that. Not even my mom. I only told my partners. I didn't go back up there and because again, it was 45 minutes away from... The office is 45 minutes away from the school. I had transportation because in a small town, you can get transportation. You can use certain people's cars if you want to. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my stepfather. I didn't tell my twin sister. I didn't even tell my best friend until like maybe almost a year after that happened. She noticed the changed behavior. She asked me after I came back the next day. I think the next day or two, she asked me, "How did things go? You think you got in?" I never answered her question, but she noticed a little changed behavior, just a little bit. She asked me that all the time. After she asked me how things went, she's like, "Why you acting different? What with this? What with that? Did something happen?" I just told her, "No." I said, "Girl, we went up there. He went to a barbecue. We had fun. He took me to his mama house and everything." That's what I told her. And then I told my partners about the situation. And I told this story before in past content. I told it a few times. So, things that happen in your life do change you. It changes you for the better or the worse. Didn't get home until 11. And I remember his face like it was yesterday. I know exactly how everything happened. Yes, I wanted to join the National Guards. That's what we have in our town. For those who don't understand what the National Guards is. But when things happen to you as a child and you grow older, you choose to continue to be a victim or not. You don't use that as a crutch to make other people's lives miserable. You damn sure don't put certain things on people because you think that's what every person does. Because I know other people that has been through similar situations in my personal life. They have gone to be successful. They talk about this and that here and there. But you can't sit here and say that someone traumatized you when you platform them on your platform. That's absolutely ridiculous. And the people that sits in her fucking chat, and I did not see one person said anything when they actually seen him, not hear his voice, because when we first seen it, you didn't see his picture or his name, but you heard his voice. So the people that was unaware of who that was, hey, I ain't know nothing about it. But you had K Money.
K Money.
He just gave him a little jokey joke, little banter. It wasn't nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
So I don't like this nigga. I don't like that fucking nigga. I don't like him. That's all you can say. He traumatized your wife. But we forgot who we was talking about. Anyways, but the people in her chat, they didn't leave. They didn't say nothing. But I watched them talk about what's going on in other people's chat. I watched them how they talk about what's going on other people platform. But they was absolutely on mute.
Mute, I tell you.
When that guy face was plastered on her platform, and they was sitting there having a casual conversation. And then he took it even further and said he was going to unalive her.
Wow.
I went straight to the chat because I wanted to see something. I wanted to see something. And that chat gave me absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
That chat gave me absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
So they can block me. They can block me.
Block, 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 block.
I don't give a fuck.
Block, 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 block.
Because I have family members.
So I want to see what was the morale, what was the morals of the people that was in the chat saying this and saying that about what I did not witness at the time, that something was said about said person. Where was the dignity? Because certain person was also over there with DTT when I came in the chat. So I know that person frequents over there with two different content creators. So since people want to have such this to say about me and my morals, dropping the tea, I ask you this question. What do you think about TY coming to Jelly's platform when Jelly said that he traumatized her. He said this and he said that, and he put a gun on her. And then even further, the same night, he said that he was going to unalive her. See, that's why you don't put yourself in other people's bullshit. Because you never know when they're going to make you look like a bigger ass for standing up for them. Yes, she made 1 and 2 videos. I actually didn't give 2 fucks about. But she was standing up for her friend. Because something was said and people was hanging around. Did not say nothing. Did not say an absolutely thing when such thing was happening to her. So we put the same person in a different situation on her own platform where this person traumatized her. This person said some of the worst things about her and her children. This man said some of the worst to her about her husband and her children. He was saying some of the same thing that same night to her, disrespecting her, calling her out of her name, and her husband was also in that chat, listening to said things that was being said. And this man said he was going to unalive her. I don't care if they believe it or fucking not. He said it. We watched a fucking YouTuber or YouTubers, multiple YouTubers, get unalived by other viewers, subscribers, even other content creators. So who's to say that this man wasn't serious? Who's to say that? That he was not serious about what he said? Huh? But the behavior that I witnessed in her chat did not give me people that cared about said person. The behavior that I witnessed from people that was in that chat, they did not care. They only say things at certain times because it's something to do. They go on with the crowd. You out here with posters and signs and shirts on and your loudspeaker marching, standing up for a person that you don't even fucking really know. You want to say, oh, because this person is not likable, or we don't like said person because we like the other person or other people more than her. Well, she displayed that she don't give a fuck about what nobody say. Not even the people that make videos for her. Not people that stand up for her. She just shows y'all right in y'all fucking face. She don't give a fuck. Because when she plays victim, y'all gonna be there for her. And then when she plays, she's with the shits. She's gangster. Y'all still gonna be there for her. But when someone shows you who they are, believe it. Because a lot of y'all don't view my content. A lot of y'all don't watch my content. But one thing, when I've been talking about this girl, I never said a lie to y'all. But now you even have the evidence for yourself. She cried. She screamed and hollered on what this man did to her and how this man made her feel, and turned around and invited him to her platform because she wanted to confirm a person's name, or she wanted to confirm a piece of information. She didn't need him to confirm nothing. He said it on his platform. more than once. If you don't believe it, go to the next video. Go to another video. Go to another video. His voice ain't gonna change when he said what he said. So why did you need him to come to your platform to hear him say it multiple times when he already said it multiple times? That's why you don't go attack other people for other people. Because that same person that you are standing up for, like I said, is going to make you look like an even bigger jackass. So dropping the T. How do you feel dropping the T? Huh? Are you gonna make a video asking Jelly how come she allowed another man to disrespect her once again? And see, this happened on her own platform. This is not a third party. This is not hearsay. She can delete the fucking video all she wants. People already got it. Can't erase what was said in your face. He told her he was going to unalive her in her face. So you can't play with people like that, because we all done seen it. Breaking news. A content creator by the name of such and such was unalive today. Breaking news. A content creator was unalive today. Breaking news. A content creator by the name of such and such was unalive today. So the things that I say on here, things I do on here, I stand 10 toes, and I stand firm on every fucking thing. But that right there, I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait, because I'm ready to see who's going to be there in that chat after we seen this lady tell us what happened and how it made her feel. I just want to spend my night.
So I typed into Google if you're
hold
suffering
on,
from any type of, they give you a different type of number. But I put in specifically, if you're suffering from any type of trauma, you can text 988 in the US and Canada, or 116 or 123 in the UK.
And these are other ways, but some is the same. But let's contact the people that's like, we have 211 in our state. So we know y'all device can work, your computer, laptop, cell phone, whatever you're using to be in these chats or whatever. We know they work. So if y'all are suffering from any type of trauma, not just sexual trauma, any type of trauma, the trauma that people like to sad fish and play professional victim, and y'all want to be professional friends, and y'all want to hug them and cry with them, cry me a river, y'all go get help too. Y'all go get help too. We got help for people like that too. So be careful who you feel sorry for. Some people make victimhood their profession. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. From the late, great Malcolm X. So when people want to say they op watching people that traumatized them and said they were going to unalive them, I guess it's excusable because they was op watching. I guess it was excusable because they was op watching.